Well, one of the most impressive meeting I had last year was the meeting with 20 female Afghanistan members of parliament. And they gave us two very clear messages. Message number one was, don't leave us now, because it would be terrible for our country, for our women, and for our children. And the second message, as clear and as loud as the first one, was, do things differently in Afghanistan. We asked, what should we do differently? And they said very clearly and loud, number one, make clear that the intervention of ISAF is not only targeted to military actions, but make clear that this is for the benefit of our people, that the individuals in our country learn that you're doing good things for them and that their life is being improved. And secondly, in that respect, they said, pay more respect to our country, to our culture, to our people. This is related to what extent we are willing, we as ISAF are willing to accept collateral damage, for instance. We all know that it's very terrible. We kill maybe 2 Taliban, but we create 30 more Taliban. So at the end, it's not beneficial for ISAF either to take into account collateral damage. They asked explicitly in our search actions to do things differently, not just go into houses, treat people individually, pay respect to them, because we all know, and I can fully agree what they said, we all know at the end of the day, the result of our efforts in Afghanistan can't be reached by military. It will be reached only if we are able to win the hearts of the minds of the people. And that's what we should go for. So we need another strategy. That's why I explicitly asked the US Minister of Defense today whether this message, this loud and clear message, has arrived already in NATO operational center. Will they respect to it? Will they react to it? Will they do things differently in Afghanistan? Unfortunately, he had no time to answer that one, but I think it was planted very well, and I hope we go ahead with that. Well, this is referring to Musa Qala. Musa Qala is a small area in southern Afghanistan, and the British last year, I think in summertime also, they tried a different example. They said with the local tribal people, with the local tribal leaders, they said, well, we go out, ISAF goes out, Taliban goes out, and you have the lead here to coordinate things in your small town of Musa Qala. This was looked upon very suspiciously by some other people in NATO, because this, of course, was against the general concept of state building, nation building, central power, only powered centrally, etc., because this was kind of a room that was lacking central power, but they organized their things themselves locally. It was running very well for a couple